Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the Bulldog Cartel podcast.
That's good.
Members Monday,
Welcome
episode 2,
Yep.
video 3. We got our boy Ben 10 over here.
Yo.
We got Peter to my left and
Mi-
Gio on the end.
back. What's good?
Yo, what it do, baby?
So I'd say, first off, we got to thank our sponsors, True Legacy Vodka. Shout out Uncle Purse. Real big supporter, great friend to us.
Also,
And-
great vodka.
Yeah, great vodka. And 19 Crimes from our boy Snoop Dogg.
Shout out
in
Snoop.
Cali.
Snoop.
I believe he just, shot an ad and released the Rosé about 2 weeks ago, something around that.
We've had it
point.
for months.
And we were one of the first people to get it. So thank you for that again. I think with all the Travis Scott stuff going on with Astro World, we should talk about some of our concert experiences and give our take on that. So I guess we'll start off with Ben over here.
Yeah, the first concert I went to was with Peter and Pat. It was Lil Baby and Lil Durk, and it was here in CT at what was the arena called again?
Xfinity Theater.
Xfinity. And yeah, that was pretty crazy. Like that was a lot of fun to watch Lil Baby and Lil Durk go, because they're some of my two favorite artists, and it was a lot of fun to see them both. And the only other concert I went to was Peter's concert, and that was a lot of fun.
That was lit. I think we were all at that concert together.
Yeah.
That was pretty dope. I'd say hip hop and stuff like that, rap is more of the music that I listen to on an everyday basis. But
Yeah.
100%.
let me tell you, some concerts that get crazy are country concerts. Like those
sure.
are a whole different vibe.
100%.
You got, like, I remember just walking up the lawn at Xfinity. There's a big lawn section for you people that don't know. That they have seats and everything up front, but everyone that wants to party is in the back,
In the
just
lawn.
getting obliterated.
the
Like,
real concert is on the lawn.
It's
yeah,
It's on the lawn.
Half the people there. Well, you see just people leaving in ambulances the whole night. Like it's insane. But I mean, country concerts are a whole nother level. I just remember walking up the lawn one time, seeing my buddy walking with a 30 rack of Bud Light. I think it was like a Florida Georgia Line concert. And I'm just like looking at him. I'm like, what's good? I'm like, how the fuck did you get that in here? Because it makes sense. They want to charge like $14 for a 40 ounce. Probably now 17, but back then I think it was like $12, $13, $14. And I'm just looking at him. He has a 30 rack of Bud Light walking down the hill, and we just have a little conversation. I'm just like, how did you get that in here? Like, you're walking around with a whole thing and no one's like saying anything. I mean, the only reasonable explanation I say is he probably hopped the fence in the back and was like, fuck it.
That's what I'm
That was
thinking.
shot.
I threw it over the fence.
Well, I'd say my first actual concert experience would be this was probably my freshman year of high school, the summer of 2018. Was the Migos concert at, you guess it, Xfinity Theater. For those that aren't from the CT scene, Xfinity gets pretty rowdy.
Pretty rowdy.
And
That
you
sounds
have
crazy.
people just getting absolutely obliterated. People pre-gaming too hard, leaving in ambulances.
Yeah, half the people don't
The
even
mo-
make it to the concert.
The mosh pits.
Go crazy.
No.
The mosh pits. I'd say some do go crazy, but then it just turns into an all-out brawl.
I would say they're kind of weak. I'm not even gonna front. I mean, the last one we went to was a kind of soft.
There was a lot of
The
fights
Lil
at
Baby-
Lil Baby and Dirk.
Really?
That's the funny thing is we
I
didn't
wish I
see
could
it.
have made it there.
I'd say the
I didn't
most
see any
fights.
and I think I saw one.
I saw where I was standing. It was crazy. Every time I turned around, it was like that. There would be a mini mosh pit, and then it would be a huge fight.
That's you get some fights at country concerts, but you go to a rap hip hop concert,
Say-
you got a show and a boxing match.
Yeah.
And then you go to a hip hop concert.
Potential Jake Paul fighters we got over here.
You go to a country concert and you got some bad bitches, all those insane all over the place, and then you got people rolling down the hill that just finished a 30 rack by themselves. It's a whole nother it's a whole different vibe in a way, but similar. It's just both are lit.
So with that being said, would you rather go to a country concert or a hip hop concert, based off of vibes.
I can't go to a country concert.
I've never been to a country concert, but like I hear my friends say it all the time. Is just like the girls, it's just everyone just getting lit. Like, I don't know.
I would say it depends who's performing in a way, but if it's just like some regular artist, I would go to a country concert. If it's like
Really?
yeah, I would say so.
I don't know.
I guess I gotta find out about that and see if the hype's there.
Like Florida Georgia Line.
Yeah, I haven't.
Well,
been
I'm
to a
saying
country
like compared
concert,
to like rap wise, like if you had some like smaller people that were like performing, not like, well, honestly, if like Lil Wayne was up there performing, I would choose rap because
Yeah,
Lil Wayne's like one of my personal favorite artists. But I could probably not a lot of people I would pick over like a country concert just based on the vibe that they throw off. It's just it's a whole different world. Like you go to a country concert and you'll know the somewhere that has an open area.
Yeah. Speaking on your favorite artist, Lil Wayne, my actual first concert was Lil Wayne and Blink-182 at, you guessed it, Xfinity. I believe it was my sophomore year of high school. It was pretty long ago, but I went with my dad. I went for Lil Wayne. He went for Blink-182. All around, it was a pretty cool experience. Every 2 seconds, though, my dad would look at me and be like, "Yo, Jay, it smells like fucking weed." I was like, "We got lawn tickets. That's what it is." But my favorite concert experience is we were at Toads a couple weeks ago for J.I.
Craziest experience.
Craziest experience. Peter opening it up when I know we covered this like last podcast, but like can't really get enough of seeing your best friend up on a stage performing in front of hundreds of people. And I mean, like, yeah, it's only a couple hundred people, but like that's Toads. Like that place was sold out. All around immaculate vibes. It was just a crazy experience for me.
The atmosphere was great.
Also,
and that bartender was hooking us up. We gave her a little tip in the beginning, just kept going back, and we had strong drinks that whole night, so that made it a little better.
Also for me and Gio, just to get the feeling of like just being there. Like shout out Gabi, he like walked us all in and like got to cut the whole line, and it felt really good, to just be like backstage with Peter.
Yeah, it was
That
really
was
dope.
Ben's first experience of, a little celebrity lifestyle.
That was my first experience.
I've been to a lot of celebrity.
But not cut through the back door.
You got the real Bulldog Cartel
in the dressing room, like stuff like that.
You got Peter and J.I.'s manager pulling you in front of hundreds of people lining up outside, been sitting there since the morning time.
We had people calling us like, "Yo, get us in," and they're wrapped around the building. They're
wrapped down the street.
They're like 3 blocks down the road. The line to get in this place was. And that was like, I think when you even went on, the place wasn't even full yet.
Yeah, there were still getting in.
There were still people online. Like I know, like my boy, like he texted me, goes, "Yo, I just heard you outside. I'm so mad, I fucking missed it." And I was like, "Damn."
There's a bunch of videos. Don't worry.
There's a bunch of videos.
Don't worry.
We'll pop a video out right now.
Yeah, no, like back to the performance. Like I said, it was as being a CT artist, it's just one of those things. Like everyone's performed at Toads, like all the greats.
Drake, Pop Smoke.
Yeah.
And for some of you guys that haven't seen like footage of that performance, we had our cameraman there that filmed a lot of B-roll for the Rowdy music video, so you'll definitely see clips of the performance in there as well. But
Yep.
go ahead.
Definitely would have. I don't want to make any promises, but the Rowdy music video should be coming out this month. Stay tuned on my Instagram. I'll keep y'all posted with that. And on top of that, I got more projects, more music on the way. So
Working on an EP right now to hopefully get out some point before the spring.
And on that topic of like posting stuff, we are in the works of setting up an Apple Podcast account and the Spotify account. So if you guys want to tune in on those instead of just watching us on YouTube, listen for like your commute to work or commute to school, whatever, you could pop in, listen to our podcast on those things. And hopefully we could get that to you guys as soon as this episode is uploaded on YouTube. We should have everything set for the Spotify and Apple
So
Podcasts.
Spotify account's already made. I don't know if we posted anything on it yet, but we'll drop a link in so you guys can subscribe to that.
We will
channel.
definitely throw that down in the description below. So if you guys want to tune in, follow us. I don't even know how that really works, but like throw it a follow or a like or whatever. Give us some feedback, maybe some topics to, go over and like conversate about. But yeah, so hopefully we get that up as soon as possible for you guys, and I'm just really hoping for like a great thing that we got going
Yeah,
on
for
here.
sure.
Like,
No, yeah, exactly. And I would say when you were talking about the Lil Wayne concert,
yeah,
it also that brought up a memory of we went to Drake versus Lil Wayne probably 10 years ago. I would say, not, maybe like 8 something around, but it was a long time ago.
That was a good minute
And that
ago.
concert was lit. One of our friends, he was bodyguarding for Drake, and he got us backstage to take a couple pictures with him, which I would have rather met Lil Wayne more. I'd like him a little better. But one of the like the most things that stood out to me about that show was we're in like the front row, and Lil Wayne comes on. He went after Drake, I believe, that time, with like floor blunts in his mouth, and I'm just looking. I'm like, dude, this dude is fucking bugging. I was like, this is crazy.
this guy's lit.
Yeah, no, he was, and the show was just insane. But I would say other than that, let's get into the Astro World topic.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's cover that.
Which, I mean, we've all seen so many
A lot of
different
clips.
takes on it and people, how their experience was.
Well, you know, people nowadays on TikTok, they'll say anything to get a fucking
That's-
view. So
Yeah.
Basically,
Yeah.
my entire For You page this whole week
It's
has
just
been
all been Travis Scott.
all Astro World. and
Anyone is trying to get anything to
it's something like, as an artist, it's like something really unfortunate. Like I'd like hate to be like in Travis's position right now, because it's
Horrible.
like I'd feel so like terrible about that.
And it sucks.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, you really can't give him all the blame on it because
like,
we've
what
been
could
on
he
stage
do? What could
with-
he do besides stop the show, which he
Like-
eventually did?
Yeah, but if you look at it in a way, like we've been on stages with thousands of people in the crowd, and you really can't like focus on you're up there performing, going back and forth, this that. Like, granted, you're looking in the thing, but you got lights hitting you, blinding you, stuff like that. So he really couldn't see.
So much other stuff.
Oh,
he's
because
thinking
I know when
about.
I'm up there, I'm looking around, I'm like, you really can't. You all you see is really heads, unless you're in like those front couple rows and you can see whatever you guys are doing. But like from that far back, and with what did it say, like 60,000 people were there.
Something like that.
Jesus.
Like that's insane. Number one.
Crazy.
And one thing I saw was I saw some EMTs that actually worked there, which were listing off some stories that were going on. I'm like, this is absurd. Like, they're saying what they had to go through just to help people. It's like people wouldn't get out of their way. There was people blocking the exits and a lot of things. They're coming right up to people that are passed out, and people are just around them pretending nothing's happening.
Stomping on them.
I'm like, if I'm at a concert and like my friend drops next to me, or
Even just like a random
Yeah, even
person
like a
dropping
random-
down
Yeah, you're
on the
grabbing
floor, like
yeah, like I doubt like that many people went there alone with like no friends. Like, I'm picking them up and like
Yeah.
getting them out of the crowd
100%.
because there's realistically no way to control something that big.
No way at all.
Yeah,
I'd
like-
say the main factor for that would be crowd etiquette, you know, because like you
Showing
said,
respect.
you have people like rushing the stage, and granted, like yeah, like at Xfinity, we like I've rushed the stage before, but I haven't like I wouldn't like trample someone. Like that shit was like
Yeah,
just
no,
crazy to hear
definitely
about,
OD.
and it's really unfortunate. Condolences go out to the families.
Yeah,
yeah,
exactly.
rest in peace.
But
Yeah.
just this thing is like, if you're in a concert ever and you see someone drop whatever, just
You're grabbing.
Don't be a fucking loser.
yeah,
Like-
do something.
be that guy.
Like, to shout out to all the people that were there that tried to stand up and shed some light on what was going on. And what I saw, like heard, even like the EMTs that worked the scene, they were like, every time I went in and went out on my way to the person I was working on to go get something from my kit or go grab a new kit to go work on someone else, it's as I was on the way to the original person I was working on, there's 4 or 5 more people with like broken feet, a whole other bunch of injuries like on my way there that I couldn't tend to until I get my first, person I was working on done, and then just keep working my way down the line.
It's just crazy.
Yeah, just overall that like kind of sucks. And again, looking at it from like Travis Scott, like his perspective on it, like yeah, he's about to like start because like all the other artists is finished up. Now he's on stage like the main act, and then you got people walking around stabbing people with
Needles.
fucking
That's
fentanyl or
Fentanyl.
whatever the hell was in those drugs. killing people, and just like what kind of person would do that to somebody? Like,
And how did they
Was
get
that
they're,
that?
those
confirmed?
like imagine being those kids' parents or like friends.
I
And you
just
hear,
want to know
like-
how they got
Yeah,
it in.
did
you
that
know?
get confirmed yet?
Was it-
that story?
No, yeah,
like,
that
100%
stabbing
true?
is 100%.
It was the stabbing.
But
with
we
the
don't know.
drugs,
That fentanyl is not 100%.
I don't know
It's
about
for
the fentanyl,
Sure.
but
That's,
it's
that's
some
the
sort
only,
of-
That's one of the only drugs that'll make someone drop that quick.
Yeah.
Like that's the most deadly drug out there right now.
Yeah, like imagine being a parent saying, "Oh yeah, like happy birthday, I got you Astroworld tickets," and he doesn't even come home or she doesn't even come home from the concert.
Yeah,
Like
but-
you're going to
Fuck.
pay for a funeral for your kid because
You
some
bought them.
fucking loser assholes were stabbing people at a fucking concert with drugs.
No, that's ridiculous. But
And-
I would say,
yeah.
like, the one thing is, like, that's completely, like, not even right in any sort of way.
It's not even on the boat.
But to blame just one person for what happened there, you
Yeah.
really
You
can't.
can't do that. That
There's no way to do it. It's a mix between everything. I do believe that they were understaffed.
Very
But it's a festival. Like, granted that to contain that many people and have enough medical like staff to be
and,
there
and not even
is
that, but-
almost impossible. Number one.
Yeah.
So thank you to like all the like medical workers that
Oh, yeah,
helped
100%.
and, did their job. I mean, the one thing is everyone's coming at them like it's their fault. Like they weren't trying to save people's life. Like, I mean, there's only so much you can do in that.
yeah.
especially when there's
scenario.
like 60,000
Yeah.
people in the
Yeah, and
crowd
they're saying
too.
that they got people that they're trying to give someone CPR and the people aren't even stopping, like
Moving.
bumping into them, getting out of the way. It's just like if you're ever like when you're at a concert in general, just be aware of your surroundings.
Yeah.
Stay hydrated. I know, granted, it's lit to get fucked up at a concert, but
Stay with a group. Don't go anywhere
Yeah,
alone.
Stay with your group.
Yeah, never
Exactly.
go to a concert alone. Never.
because you never know what could happen.
Yeah.
Ever. And like that thing's like, I wouldn't say it's a freak thing because that thing was just so big that you never know what could happen. But I just wouldn't be able to put my blame on one person. I believe it's a mix between everything, and I would say the crowd probably was one of the biggest factors in it.
Definitely.
Just because I seen videos of them blocking like ambulance, jumping on
Jumping
like
on the
cars.
ambulance.
I'm like, that just doesn't make
So
any
dumb.
sense. Like, even if you're fucked up, like, and you can't respect someone, like, someone's dying in the back of that ambulance trying to get out of the place, and you're not letting them leave, or you're throwing shit at it. Like, that's just
fucked up.
absurd.
Yeah. So let's totally switch over to what we got going on this upcoming Sunday and with the Disney stuff.
Oh, we're talking about that.
We're gonna bring that up. We gotta just throw it out
We'll
there.
give
Looking-
a little brief about that.
Looking at a couple of Disney stars right now.
Not all that.
Just landed like a little background work about
Should make a little
I believe it's
bread.
called Chain
Can
Dunk. We're gonna be ballers on a high school tryout. So
It's gonna be streaming on Disney Plus in mid 2022, I believe, early 2022. I don't really know the exact date, but yeah, we got that coming out.
when we
That's
find
pretty
out the info on that,
Yeah,
we'll
we're
keep
pretty
you
excited for
updated
that.
with that. But yeah, this is first. What was it?
It's
First
like
acting. First
yeah,
acting debut.
Yeah, it's like a
technically?
little. It's like a little foot in the door because you never know what can happen with that stuff. I mean, look at Jake Paul, right? All right. So, anyways, getting back to like the Disney thing, like yeah, I mean like. It's just like a little like we're gonna be in like the background of the movie. Like I think we're doing like basketball tryouts or something, but
Yeah.
it's like a foot in the door. It's like, maybe that can lead to something or another. Someone can notice it.
The
like,
thing
you
with
never
like
know.
with those like background scenes, I don't think like people take in the account for is like how long like a process, like how long it takes to film something. Because
For any, like,
me and Pat,
movie in general.
Pat and I were doing background for Power, and we actually were doing basketball. And you figure like the scene's only like 20-30 seconds, but we were there for like
5
4
hours.
or
All
5
that-
hours.
Yeah, and like with this one here, I was reading up on the emails a little bit, and it was talking about like be prepared to like get here early and leave super late. So like just background scenes is gonna take us like 14 hours.
And,
You
like,
know?
even what we did with Blacklist. I think, check us out, season 7.
Oh, you guys were in
episode
Blacklist?
15. I believe it's
yeah, we
episode
did.
15. You'll know who right away. I'm looking sexy. We're both right.
Your little
We're in a
Catholic-
5-second clip that took us. We got there probably at like, I'd say right as sun came up. We were pulling up, and we were in not even 5 seconds, and we left there at like 10:30,
Mad late,
11.
mad late.
We were there for like 6 hours. to
It
be
was
in a
it was
10-second
fun though.
clip.
Like I like the crew that was there.
No, that was definitely
The directors
it was,
were fucking
It was a
heavy
good.
though.
It was a good job, but you can't miss us right there, like dead center in the screen. I'm wearing this nice little Gucci backpack and a suit. We're in like schoolboy uniforms, but yeah, I believe it's season 7, episode 15. I believe it is.
That's
It's
dope.
the one where
we'll put it in the description.
yeah, it's the one where they go into that school because a doctor was like testing.
Yeah,
on
he was
kids in the school.
killing the students and shit
Yeah.
like that.
I forgot exactly what the scene was. I think we did that like I was still in high school, so probably like 4 years ago.
No. It was yeah.
Yeah,
No,
probably like-
3. No, because you were a senior. I was a sophomore.
Yeah, so 4 years ago.
Wow.
Shit.
Time flies
Yeah,
when you're
no,
having
that's
fun, huh?
crazy.
Yeah.
All I know is my mom always tried to drag me to those things. I was like, I'm not really into it. I was like, that's Peter's path. I got my own.
I'd say no. I mean, like in the acting, like I definitely would like to do something with acting in the future. But like I'd say music's definitely more my forte, 100%.
That's your basis of getting your fame, and then you could go anywhere from there once you build the fan base. Main thing is getting people that want to see you.
Pull an Ice Cube, blow up, make a couple of solo projects, and go move into acting.
I mean, like, how long have you been working on like being an artist? Like, what age? did
It
you
was
start?
funny because like with this story in general, it was like, you know, I was the baby of 4 in the family. Each sibling was good at something. I was that one sibling that wasn't good at anything. This guy was nasty at baseball. Alexis was Alexis.
A professional eater at the time.
And
She played
then
basketball.
up.
She was a big body.
no, I mean no. Like I mean,
You know, she-
Alexis could do anything. I'd say like that's
no,
her
she's
talent.
the
She can
perfect
like
for that sound.
she's
big
good
body
at-
Ben-
No, but
He
OD,
does,
no, real
she
talk.
could make the perfect TikTok to her high school pictures from that.
No, real talk. Alexis can like do almost anything when she puts her mind to it.
And
So
then-
I'd say like that. And then Mercedes had art. So I was the kid that didn't have anything, like any talent
And
or
then you also
anything.
got injured.
Yeah,
as
but
well.
that was after though. I
Well,
think.
that was still
But-
you were in middle school when
but-
you got hurt.
no, that was elementary. That
element,
was
yeah,
but
way earlier.
But what my story with the music was we were at this birthday party or whatever function, and they were doing like the song like I think it's called Low, like Shorty got them apple bottom jeans,
yeah.
boots with the, and that was my favorite song at the time, and that song started playing, so I rushed to the DJ, I grabbed the mic. Shorty got them apple bottom jeans.
And like
And
I'm
all of
there,
a sudden,
my
like,
mom and
everyone's
dad, we
staring at
turn
me.
around. We're like, who the fuck's singing? We're like,
And then-
shit.
It sounded like, I'm not gonna lie, it probably sounded ass. I don't know why anyone thought it was good, but from there they're like, oh my god, this kid's lit. So then after that I started taking music lessons, Studio B, North Haven, vocal lessons from my favorite teacher, Miss Michelle, and you know I started doing covers, recitals, and then I moved on to original music, which my first signal was Yes No Maybe. You discovered that
Yes,
the other day.
No.
It was the yes,
yes,
no,
no,
that
maybe.
was like this like the song I was known for, and then I released like a couple of other like original songs.
And
But
then-
that was like me going for like I was going for that JB, that Maddie B route. That was it was kind of cringe. And then I'd say by the time 8th grade came around, I started taking it a little more serious, where I released my single Girl Across the Street.
But I'd say at that point, then you didn't never put a hold. You'd always release a song here and there, but your
I'd say-
management
yeah.
really wanted to wait for you to go through puberty and make sure you didn't come out as one of those little chubby gamer kids with acne that no one wanted to look at. But you did put
me
in the
fucking 4 years ago.
but you did put in the work. You started hitting the gym once you got into high school, and he was in a little better shape of me. Not stronger than me. A little better shape.
I'd say aesthetically, I was aesthetically pleasing, but
all right. What does this turn into?
but no, and then I'd say my first like when I started like hopping into like my own genre of like my style, I'd say my favorite record like in my high school days was definitely Cup Full of Jenny. I was the Cup Full of Jenny kid in high school.
But I feel like
that
that's
music
where you
that
really
music
found
video.
yourself.
But that's like as an artist, I like found myself. I'm like, all right, this is the type of music I want to make and perform. And like I had like the opportunity to perform Cup Full of Jenny at City Field for our Queens Youth Music Festival. I performed at this fashion show in Florida, and just like I've been around. I've been a couple of spots. But like now getting those like big venues, going back to Toad's place, it's only gonna go up from here, and I'm just excited for what the future has in store for
Yeah, make sure
my
stay
music.
tuned. 'Cause
And
big
Stream
things are
Rowdy.
coming.
definitely
All
definitely.
platforms.
Stream Rowdy.
All right. Well, I think that we should close this up. Stay tuned for everything that's coming. We got the Spotify for the podcast, the Apple Music. If you just want to listen in, you don't have to watch the video. Nothing crazy to see here.
I'd say, don't forget.
When we start to move around the lodge more, though, you'll want to definitely tune into the
I think
videos.
next week we'll have our first guest come on.
Yeah, for sure.
first
We'll
guest
figure out who it
definitely,
is.
and then vlog hopefully.
Yeah,
We'll have a vlog up soon.
We'll probably start recording. We'll probably do a commercial with a few clips of a little fishing. I mean, it's not going to be nothing too crazy yet because right now it's fall, winter. We're officially in winter now, so a lot of the activities that we do around here are pretty much dead out right now.
Yeah, it's a little dull around the lodge
We
around
only
this
got
season.
fishing, partying, and beautiful artwork, and some funny people.
Couple of stew sessions too.
Yeah.
Yes, do
FLK,
sessions.
shout
Yes,
out
that's a little.
FLK.
That's not really
Definitely,
the lodge,
definitely
so.
gonna be pulling
Yeah.
up some studio vlogs. That would be a cool experience
yeah,
to show
yeah.
you around the
Give
studio.
a lot of
I gotta
background.
take you to this.
Yeah, I'm still waiting for my chance to go to the studio. I mean, like,
That studio's
kid
crazy.
goes on Sundays, and I got 8 a.m.s the next day. Like,
No, shout out FLK Divine. You're the man. I hope you like that gift I gave you.
Shout out
Keep
Divine.
that hidden.
But
All right.
thanks for tuning in.
Yeah, we'll catch you guys next Monday.
Stay posted with our IGs. Got more stuff coming on the way.
All right, so
peace.
catch you on the flip side.